Once upon a time, there was a poor shoemaker who lived with his wife in a small village. He was honest and hard-working, but times were difficult. One evening, he had leather for only one last pair of shoes. With care, he cut the leather pieces and placed them neatly on his work table. "I will stitch them in the morning," he said sadly, and went to bed. The next day, when he entered his workshop, he was shocked. A beautiful pair of shoes sat on the table, perfectly stitched, polished, and ready to sell. The shoemaker had never made such fine shoes himself. Soon, a customer arrived, admired the shoes, and paid a generous price. With that money, the shoemaker bought leather for 2 pairs. Again, he cut the leather at night, and again, in the morning, the shoes were finished even more beautiful than before. This continued for many days. The shoemaker and his wife grew curious. One night, they hid quietly behind a curtain to discover the truth. At midnight, 2 tiny elves jumped onto the table. They worked quickly with their little tools, laughing softly as they stitched and tapped. Within minutes, the shoes were complete. The shoemaker's wife noticed their clothes were old and torn. "They have helped us so much," she whispered. "We must help them too." So instead of leaving leather the next night, they placed tiny shirts, coats, and shoes on the table. When the elves arrived and saw the new clothes, their faces shone with happiness. They dressed up, danced with joy, and waved goodbye. They never returned, but the shoemaker's business continued to grow, and he and his wife always remembered the kindness of the little elves